So I was lucky enough to travel to Juba this last September and meet Catherine, and I'm just gonna ask her a couple questions about our time there. And I first want to ask you about your assignment, which was in the orphanage. So could you tell us a little bit about your assignment and how that tells people about South Sudan, what the images and the work that you did there?
All right, actually, in the photo camp, we were divided into groups, and I happened to be in the group of CCC, that's Confident Children Out of Conflict. The assignment we had to do was to humanize the life of the children who are in the orphanage. And it happened to be a girls' orphanage. So we went there for consecutive 3 days to just have different aspects of what they do every day. Definitely they do the same thing, but that's what I thought at first. I was like, okay, why are we supposed to do this 3 days? Like, it doesn't make sense. The first day I'll just get everything, I have all the pictures and it's perfect. And then, yeah, and then I remember I asked one of the trainers, I was like, okay, will I be doing this the 3 days? I'll not be changing locations? So he was like, yeah. I said, but I'll be having the same pictures. And it's kind of boring. He said, no, try that out and you really like it. Each day, like I really tried that out and I figured out that the first day I had different kind of pictures because I was focusing on environmental pictures, landscape. I was having the whole thing in the picture, just everyone is there and I'm happy. And then we used to have reflections on the pictures and one of the trainers was like, okay, this is very nice, but maybe you want to think of how to play with the camera and have things maybe more detailed than just the landscape. And then the second day, I was kind of having pictures in the rooms, in the dorms, in the corridors, at the playground, in the kitchen. I was having pictures in more specific or in a smaller circle. And then the third day, I was having pictures of how the children are, their steps, how they catch the ball, how they play to each other. So it was getting more and more smaller circle, and I really enjoyed that.
So you realized how much work it is.
Yes, at first I was like, it doesn't make sense. Why do I have to do this?
But here's the cool thing, Catherine, is what you're talking about is you went in and you realized that it actually takes work because you're studying your subject, you're studying somebody. Mm-hmm. But then you look at this picture.
Yeah.
And it's not just about an encyclopedic look at what this place is, right?
Yeah.
You captured an emotion. Mm-hmm. So can you talk a little bit about that? Because I have a feeling that maybe you wouldn't have taken a picture like this before photo camp, and so how was that moving in so closely and capturing somebody in that emotional?
Well, actually, this is one of my favorite pictures at the photo camp. I loved it, and I never had a picture like this. And I just look at it, I look at the quality, I look at the eyes, I look at the tear, and that small drop at the end of it, and the shape of the child's lips. And I was actually thinking so much about this picture, and it's just amazing how we all have the same emotion. Everybody cries, everybody laughs, everybody smiles, everybody gets depressed. Wherever you are in any point of the universe, we all do that. So it's kind of like when you take pictures like that, you start to think about how we are all the same, how we are all uniform, how the whole world is just about these simple things that connects us together. And it doesn't necessarily mean that this kid is miserable, because it was at a certain point when he was really mad at a toy that he wanted so bad. Yeah, he wanted that toy so bad. And then the other kid was kind of, I don't know, stronger, or he was quicker, and he just picked that toy. And I was there, I was just there. And I don't know why I didn't help out with that, because I felt like, okay, I'm on a mission. I think I need to take this picture. So I took the picture first, and then I solved the problem.
Poor kid.
Yeah.
So you caught a universal language.
Yes, it's a universal language. I love it.
And what's going on here at the orphanage?
Well, yeah, when you hear orphanage, makes you feel like these are the most unfortunate people. But I love this picture because it reflects a nice side of what they're doing. I mean, they're living, there's life, they have daily things that they do. And in this, actually, they were having fashion show.
Yeah.
And I love the idea because sometimes you just feel like, okay, I have too much to worry about, maybe food and all that, and school. But then they had that sense of fun, fashion, colors, catwalking, and all this nice thing.
Put on some heels and
Yes,
everything's
put on some
okay.
heels. Yeah, I'm a girl. Like they move around. It's nice.
It's good. Catherine is a law student, and so her friends were like, why are you going to spend your time doing photography? So why did you?
Well, actually, I think law and journalism, they're linked. Me personally, I'm a law student, and then I understand the law enforcement, I understand the Bill of Rights, the Bill of freedom to talk, freedom of all these things. And then in journalism, when I take pictures of things that I don't like in the society, then I would be able to present those pictures and view it. And probably the law people, me, I'm also in that, they would see these pictures and it moves something in them, like there's a responsibility or a legal responsibility towards this. So I feel like initially I'm contributing into solving some of the problems in the society. Through my camera, through the pictures that I can put.
So it's an activist side of you.
Yes.
Nice. I like that. So we have an activist. Yes. Thank you. So I'm going to ask you one more question.
Yes.
And I'm going to read something that you wrote, because sometimes at the camps we do writing exercises. And so there was something that really caught me, and I wanted to highlight it, and I wanted you to elaborate on it. You wrote, "The world views South Sudan as only a war zone, which is absolutely wrong." And so I want you to speak to that and tell us why is that wrong, and what you want this group of people to know about your country.
All right, before I answer that question, I just want to just say something small. This morning, as we were having our tea and breakfast, the waitress actually, she came and she served us. And then she said, where are you guys from? We said South Sudan. She was like, oh, how is the war over there? And I was like, seriously? I was like, seriously? I mean, I'm a South Sudanese, and I'm here. I'm in the middle of you. Like, okay, this is not the middle. I'm in Washington. I'm happy. I'm holding my camera. I have pictures. I have future. I'm a law student. I go to university. I'm living in Juba. I'm not living outside Juba. So, seriously, with these pictures, it's quite amazing, and I feel this is it's such a great opportunity for me that I attended the photo camp. Because through the cameras, we can view South Sudan as not only a country that has weapons and this AK-47 and all this stuff, but we also have streets, we have children who cry, we have washings, we have future, we have life. We are through photo camp, and now we have formed a new collective called South Sudanese Photographers Collective. We're just trying to continue with what photo camp has done there. So we're still humanizing the life in South Sudan. There are markets, there are parties. We have weddings every Saturday in the churches and everywhere. There's life.
Thank you.
Thank you.